guys, welcome back to the channel. So today what I'm doing is I am swapping the headlights. These are the ones that were in Letitia's Ralliart. So these are OEM MR HID projector headlights that we sourced. These are really hard to find in Australia because it's basically just the MR that came with them, and I think one other Lancer model, Aspire I think it was. Other than that, it was a really expensive option. We didn't get the Triple S pack like in the US, so GSRs don't usually have these headlights. They may have ticked the option, but it's definitely not a common thing. So yeah, these are hard to get. We paid good money for these a couple of years ago. I bought them for Letitia for Christmas. Then we got one of our friends to black out the internal housings, and so yeah, it's all black. Yeah, they're genuine. Only problem with them is you can see the bracket for the clip. One side is broken. I may just make something up to fix that. But as you can see, I also have what looks to be OEM projector headlights in my Evo, but these are actually depot replicas. Light output is great as they've had the projectors upgraded with decent HID bulbs and everything, so the light output is great. The only problem I have with them is, being that they're not OEM, they actually have quite a gap here. Now I've got the bumper sitting flush now, don't have any more sagging bumper, but just here is just purely due to these headlights. As soon as I took the stock just OEM GSR headlights, which are just like the halogen, I can't remember the name of them, I didn't have this gap. As soon as we put these in, immediately had a gap there. So I'm hoping going back to the OEM will fix that. And as I haven't made a video on any sort of headlights before, I figured I've already pulled these off the Ralliart. It's a pretty simple job, but just for you guys who haven't done headlights before, and I know most people go sort of the Audi style. I'm not the biggest fan personally, but if you're looking to change your Evo headlights or Ralliart headlights or any other to an aftermarket headlight, I'll just show you basically what you have to do. So yeah, the first step is pretty much you'll have to remove the front bumper. Now I've made videos showing how to do this before on the Evo, but basically if you have an under tray, which I don't at the moment, you'll have to undo the clips along the front. Then we'll pop the bonnet. There's a few bolts holding it on, and it's pretty simple once you've done it a few times. It only takes a few minutes, but yeah, my first time taking it off, I definitely struggled. But yeah, so first step, take the bumper off, so I'll do that, and we'll show you what we have to do next. Okay, so just removed the APR radiator tray. If you have the stock one, obviously it's going to be a bunch of clips holding it in, so get those out. Next, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10mm bolts along the top here. You'll have 2 down here, so either side of the intercooler there. 10mm bolts, mine are actually 8mm there, but if you have the OEM you'll have 10. And then I just have the quick release bumper at the side, so I'll just press this to remove. But yeah, then also your guard lining, which mine is pretty much missing, so you'll also have a couple of clips in there. So yep, do that, get all those off, remove your front bumper, because the headlight bolts, I have pressed up bolts here, so that one, this one's actually holding my catch can in. Then you'll have one that is here, so you definitely need to remove your front bumper to get to that one, and you'll have a couple more down the side here. Then it's just a matter of unclipping, pulling the headlight out. So yeah, let's get the bumper off. I'll show you in a bit more detail. Okay, so bumper's off, and like I said, these ones, so if you haven't put the some sort of dress up bolt or anything in that, you'll just have a 10mm, but for me, I've got these guys to remove, so there'll be one there, and was one there, but now I have the catch can bracket is held is like sort of mounted in with that headlight, same mounting point, so get that one off. And then we've got 10mm and a 10mm here as well. headlight then should pop out. You just have a little sort of clip. So down there, little white one, it's just a little ball clip, so that will pull out. So once you do undo that and unplug the wiring, which I think is this one. I'll get to that in a second, I've got two hands, but yeah, oh no, sorry, it's this one anyway. So once you unplug those, everything should just pull out. That's all you have to do for the OEM style anyway. If you have some sort of Audi style headlight like the VLANs and stuff, it might be different. Haven't had any experience with those. But yes, that's all you need to do. You got 1, 2, 3, and where are we? 4. And then the little clip, and then unplug. So I'll get those and we'll pull it out. Alright, so got this one out. So this is the depot replica that I have been running in my car. Actually see, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but it does say depot there. And these are the OEMs. So they're very similar. It's just the fitment I'm hoping on the OEM is going to be better. Okay, so I've got them both in. And here's a good comparison and a good reason why I am doing this swap. So hopefully it's not blowing up the camera, but that is the high beam on. So these are dual HID, the OEM one, so that is high beam. And as you can see, it is the HID light. And here is the high beam on my depots. And it is just a normal sort of halogen or an LED, but stand back here, kind of blinded myself then looking into it, but it's very yellow over this side and very white over this side. So massive difference just for the high beam. So yeah, with HIDs you don't use high beam too often, but a few times on sort of country roads with no sort of street lights around, and being that I don't have fog lights anymore, I've done the fog light delete, I have gone to put the high beams on, and it's a little bit it's not bad, but I'll just say this is going to be a lot better. So yeah, everything's working, got the hazards on. So what I'm going to do now is put the bolts in on here. One thing I didn't mention, I just removed this bolt out to get this out of the way so I could actually get to that harness down here, because it's pretty tight, probably mainly because I have this catch can there. Normally you wouldn't have this in the way, but yeah, it was a bit tight, so I took this one out. And I probably forgot to mention also that this kind of, once you take the bolt out, it's can be a bit tricky because it kind of clips in place. So you just grab a trim removal tool like this guy and just sort of lift it as you're pulling it, and it'll pop straight off. So yeah, I'm going to I'll turn the lights back off, throw the bolts in, and we'll do the other side. But yeah, already massively impressed with the difference just on those high beams. Low beams will be the same, because then on this side it's going to use this HID. But yeah, dual for this one, so yeah, really happy with that. I'll continue on, get this one swapped out, get this one in, get the bumper back on, and then big thing is to see if the gap between my bumper and headlight has disappeared, or at least become a little bit smaller. So yeah, let's continue on. Alright, so just a quick update. Got both in, just testing before I put the bumper back on. But yep, both are working, both hazards. So yeah, let's get the bumper back on and let's see how the fitment ends up being. Alright guys, so everything's back together, and if you remember I said at the start how one of these headlights had the broken sort of clip that the bumper sort of prongs go into, and it sort of holds it up a little bit. So this side's fine. I feel like that's as good as I'm going to get it. Basically the tiniest little gap there now. And this side was the one with the broken tab, so this prong on the bumper is just not doing anything. So I feel like this one could be a bit better. So yeah, it's a little bit out there, which is where it would be sort of held up. So if I was to loosen this bolt down the bottom and sort of, might even like just sort of super glue a little bracket to the bracket that's broken, sort of thing, that should do something, and that might fix this little bit. But you can see it's a lot better than what it was. So I might just close the bonnet up. Didn't close. So yeah, there we go. Finally have OEM MR projector headlights in the car. Looks so much better with that, just better fitment. And yeah, looking forward to driving on a really dark road next time and go to actually put the high beams on and get dual projector high beams with HIDs. So yeah, really happy with that. You know, we will probably end up selling the Ralliart, so these are the lights that I bought for the Ralliart, so definitely want to keep them. So now I have these ones to put back into this car. So yeah, my job isn't finished yet, but that'll be at the end of the video there. So that is the result we were aiming for today. So yeah, just, you know, haven't done anything with headlights on the channel before, thought why not make a little video on it. It's pretty easy, but for some people who have never done it, might be a bit daunting. So now you know all the mounting points that you need to loosen, and yeah, you do have to take your front bumper off to get to them. I mean, I've heard people say that they can get them off without taking the front bumper off. I don't see how, but hey, if you can, by all means go for it. I just think it'd be very hard to sort of get around that bumper. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. 2 videos coming out every week, Wednesdays and Sundays, so look out for those. But yeah, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.